Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2, the UK modded series. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. Last time out, we finished off the route, or finished off with some of the detailing on the route. I say finished, it really could probably do with a little bit more, but finished off some of the detailing on this new route that you can see peeling off at the moment to the right hand side, and that is going over to the town of Alford. Still have no idea which one that is. But anyway, it is a new passenger route and it continues on to this partial freight line, and you can see if you look at the freight line over to the left hand side and towards the top left quadrant, you can see some of the traction engines. Thank you to the person who actually told me or left a comment saying traction engines. That is the word I was looking for. But a passenger train has just gone past, going off towards Berwick-upon-Tweed and then continuing all the way up to, let's go to Ollerton. I think I've had it routed to Ollerton. So, for now, I'm going to say that this bit is completed. In this video, we are going to go back across the river, and across the river there is a town called Barnstaple, which has an elevated station, which on the other side goes nowhere. And I think it's about time we worked on connecting that up and creating what could potentially be our first circular loop for the railway, as things are starting to now come together, and you might see in the real world companies perhaps merging together. So new railways being built, lines being looped and things like that. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I'm going to be working on getting that route all the way down to West Mersey, and then from West Mersey we might end up with some sort of loop line or something along those lines. I haven't quite worked out the specifics of it yet, but that is what this video is for. Okay, so here we are in West Mersey now. You can see the idea already here, because Barnstaple is, well, you can just see it there. There it is. It's that way. We have what could be an available route. It's just a matter of how I'm going to do this. Do I want it to go tunnelling down underneath? Do I want the route to go over the top? And where do I want it to go after I do all of that? Now, my thinking is that I have two options here. Either through this, where it's starting to peel off, instead we reprofile this to have two straight sections. I wonder, just out of curiosity, if I were to do this, would it work? No, stay at that. It's more than below something. Obviously it's colliding there, but I'm just trying to work out whether there is a possibility here of it could fit underneath and having another tunnel. Well, as you can see, just there, really. Exactly as that is showing. And have this really, really strange sort of junction with tunnels everywhere and all sorts of stuff going on. It could make a really interesting junction. And that is if I want to connect it up to that. But then what about if I want it under here? Then what's going to happen? Will I have to lift this up from, or perhaps I'll be lifting it up from over here, going over the top of this and then connecting up that side, and then the same thing going on here, lifting up over the top of this and then on this side, where perhaps you have the same same sort of concept. Interesting. Also, if I'm doing it like that and just flatten this up, if I go ahead and there's a way to do this, right? Was it Shift, Control, something? I have no idea. There is something that I'm trying to do here, but it isn't going to work at the moment. What I want to do is I want to create a level, and then the idea is it goes through a tunnel, comes out just here, and then perhaps we'll have it run all the way along this side, all the way along between these farms, through here, and then pop out over here where it will raise up. So perhaps let's do this section for, oh my word, I never ever noticed that. Let's do this section first, and I'm going to keep it all at 10 miles per hour, just so I know exactly where we are, what we're looking at. That's a terrible, that is just really bad. Let's not do that. So really I probably want it on this side. What kind of speed can we actually pull off here? Probably 40, right? No, 45 we can pull off. 50. So 50 is about the speed we are going to be able to pull off here. I think that is an ideal way around. Let's try and help this a little, because that really is not working. That's flat. I guess I could have it stay at this height for, well, perhaps just up to here, and then starts coming down again. Maybe? Let's try that. And then from here all the way down. Well, you can see that it clearly is very slowly getting lower down. You can clearly see that from here, the arch sizes compared to here, much smaller arch sizes. It does look nice though, just having a really small viaduct chuffing along. But no, that isn't what I'm going to do. I don't know what I could do though. Potentially. Embankment? There's always space for an embankment. Let's figure this out. So I think up to, let's try and no, stop it. Let's try and roughly bring this up to about here. So at this point you can see that the arches are getting a little bit small. This is the wrong type of bridge too. It's supposed to be the one with the walls, but that's okay. Let's do that, and then let's bring it. Yeah, see now it's starting to see an embankment. But if I go ahead and do this, let's see, how do I want this to go? Here. Join that to there. Delete that section of track. And then try to... Okay. Do I want this to be completely flat? That's the other question. Is it worth me doing that? The other thing I'm going to need to do is this sort of setup is going to have to be on this side too. However I manage to do that, so it's going to be... Let's try and get this correct. Yes, but you join up to that. You join up to the end of that. We'll figure this out in a minute. And then you essentially become this. And this is going to be 2-track all the way, and there's a reason for it. This is also the same reason we're going to have these crossovers when we get to them. It would be impressive if I could do a massive crossover like that, but that isn't going to happen. This train just arrived. Hello. Lovely. Are you a train that gets a name too? No, unfortunately not. Well, that's a shame. Okay, so there we go. That's starting to take shape. That line is looking interesting. Looking interesting. I would like to adjust this line to that. I would also like to have that as that. Why are you still there? Try that again. Embankments, please. Thank you. Okay. That's nicer. Sort of. So that is that side completed. So we need it to come along here. Now we could have it jump up over this. I think this idea that I had may be a good one. I'm also still not keen on this station. It just... I want this station like this, but I'm not keen on the way it works. So, let's think. If I were to do this, what would happen is that this would have to start coming up and would need to climb over this, which would be a dangerous thing to do, given the circumstances. Or would it? Oh, rubbish. If I were to... Because this would have to come up and go over this. That certainly isn't going to happen. Or again, is... Now that one potentially can. That can happen. Okay. Let's start with just this bit. Let's start with this section. So at this point, I want you to stay... No. At this point, I need you to stay perfectly flat. Because you staying perfectly flat is what is going to give me the angle I require. Let's try that. Is that too... Okay. That hasn't worked. I wanted a tunnel deep enough to get under. Okay. That hasn't worked. Perhaps too high up. That's not a junction. That's not a junction. That's not a junction. Because I'm using a road. Okay. The only thing I can think of is if I do this, I'll have to peel it off at this angle there. And then no. Keep that flat. No. No. This is going to be finicky. But I shall work it out. That was something. Why aren't you tunneling? Why aren't you tunneling? Tunnel if I do that. How much of a dip is it? Really isn't much of a dip. Okay, out of curiosity, if I take that, then I remove this section, and just connect this up to this, where does it come back up? Or indeed, can I just do that? I could. It says collision, but looking at that, that's enough for a train to get through. That is definitely enough for a train to get under. So, what's causing the issue here? Not sure. I think the easier option is staying above ground. So I'm just going to do that. Otherwise, I could be at this for hours. So let's try the easier option here, and that is staying above ground. No. So we have that one, and then you. No. This is very difficult. There's too many things that are colliding with this. Far too many things colliding. Why has that gone so high up now? Why are you doing that? Guess I could try and get it to just follow that. It's up there. Certainly up top. Get rid of that. And then I guess we just stay on this side. Somehow. So we'll just run alongside this edge and then come down at some point. Goes there, so maybe here we peel downwards and then across there? Maybe? I guess? Oh, hang on. Hang on. An option here. I have an option for a bridge. Bridge pillar collision, yes. I know this isn't the right bridge, but Okay, so what this tells me is that from down here, this is going to look really weird. That's one thing. This is why I have costs switched off, by the way. It's because of mess-ups like this. Where, okay, let's figure out the best path. Let's figure out the best path from here first. So for this, the next thing we need to do is perhaps break through these and work our way along here. That's the next thing to do. There's nothing problematic about that. There we go. Apart from perhaps getting rid of that rock. No problems there. We have a level crossing here, which again is not really a big deal. It's a perfect level crossing. In terms of it's essentially perpendicular, almost perfectly perpendicular. Why did I do that? Almost perfectly perpendicular. So what I meant to do was click that and do that. And then we start running into the difficulties. And perhaps staying down here is going to be a good idea. So we go down there, then we'll have to, for example, have a curve out, well, perhaps in the tunnel and like that. And then follow this route. Which I guess could work. I think that's a possibility, in which case this is all going to change because tunnel now needs to be two-way. Yep, this is all going to become slightly different. Yes, I know. What are you doing? There we go. Why is this a problem now? Oh, because it doesn't hook up at the end of the tunnel. And I guess here we're just going to have to do a fairly tight connection. Okay, let's increase the speed of this. No, let's apparently have an autosave. Send them to Litchfield. They go quite far, don't they? That's quite a journey they take. What speed are these? 40. And let's bring that up to 40 then. Okay. So we now have that. Now, what we could do with is, and let's just stick with 40 from now. It says construction not possible. So as in the tunnel somewhere, we peel out. Okay, so the way I'm going to do this is we're going to follow this along, let it come up along the farms. I'll bring this down to 10. Speeds I will sort out afterwards. That's why I'm using 10, because 10 is not a speed generally use anywhere. So we just want this to, ease up along the farm. Like that. Or do we want it to stay along the bottom part of the farms? I think it might be better to stay lower down. So in which case, let's start turning this a little bit earlier. Keep hitting the wrong one. Like that. Let's stay fairly low down on these farms. And we'll work our way across. So we'll go... So we'll stay as along here. Now you can see there is some drop because we are climbing. We're definitely climbing now, so you can notice the small cuts, which is perfectly fine. So that's a steep gradient, but I will sort that out in a moment, in a better manner. So you'll see what I'll do once I've figured this bit out. So we still need to be climbing, I think. Now we're coming up on another road. At this point, realistically, so we are at 22 meters. This is at 26. There's 22. So it's important for us to figure out where this is going to exit. So if we have an exit here, that's at 34. Okay, and I see that drop down. So we're going to have to work with that. Got an idea. You stay flat. You should bridge. Why are you not bridging? That should be bridging. That should be an easy bridge. I think I know why. Come on. That should be a really easy bridge. First off, it's up-down section. After this, here we need to stay. There we go. And you'll notice that we are very slowly climbing up. So that's important. What was the highest point here? I think that was the crest of the hill. So we'll do this. And then at this point, let's have a gentle climb. See, that should very easily be something I can bridge. Where's my zero height bridges? There they are. That should not be causing a problem. Guess I could do a build anyway and see what happens. Build anyway, and then do this and this. There we go. And therefore I can destroy that, that, and that. And now in between here, ta-da, please work. Come on. Why? I will make this work. I will make this work. Because that should be easily doable. I don't know why it's complaining about this. Why are you complaining? What is it about this in particular that you do not like? There's nothing here that would cause any amount of problems. Absolutely nothing. Think. Okay, I know what I'll do. I know what I'll do. Definitely. You cannot complain if it's above your... Apparently you can. There's a way to do this. There's going to be a way to do this. It's going to be ridiculous, but there it goes. That's a nice colour to go for. That's a nice colour too. Let's go for that colour. Now, I know that looks like a humpback bridge right now, but I'm about to fix it. Once this is all done... Oh, I forgot to take the zero height bridge off. Zero height bridge, switch off. And I'll sort out that connection in a moment. So, what I need to do is... There are a couple of things. One of them is going to be... That looks so stupid. I kind of want to take a picture of that just because of how stupid that looks. There's something you should not do with a railway bridge. It looks like something out of a Brio set or something. It's interesting. So, we are going to go to Assets. We are going to do our marker tools. And I'm going to select from... Where should we say? Let's see. From there to there. No, let's go back one. To there. Ramp equalizer. Let's see if it works. Let's see how flat it makes it to start with. Collision. Oh yes. Ignore collisions, please. There you go. Okay. How does that look? That's a bridge too far. Okay. So a little bit of adjustments required. So what I want to do is I need it to be okay, few things to adjust. First off, we need a climb from here to here. Is that the height I want? Yeah, perhaps that's the height I want. Equalize that, please, first. That's the first thing. Please. Please. No? Maybe? Oh, there it goes. Okay. That is better. Now, I would like the ramp equalized from here. Oh, not just that. From here to here. Equalize that section for me. This is an awesome tool. Okay. That's good enough for a vehicle to get underneath. No doubt about that. Then I'll just go ahead and delete this entire section. So that section was there. I left that in as a way to mark up against it and compare. So now we have a perfect bridge at the heights we want. So this is 27 meters. This is up at... How am I supposed to check the height of this again? Probably just select it there. Ow. That's 27. This is at... What height are you at? Okay. Either way, I think vehicles can get under that. It's a little bit low, but vehicles can get underneath. Okay. And then the last bit here to equalize and sort out is going to be between... So I need a marker between here and... Why are you going the wrong way? Turn around. Stop being annoying. There and there. Equalize that, please. That's nicer. This is such an important tool. This ramp equalizer just helps so much with the... Uh-oh. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Oh, I've crashed it. This happens on occasion because it just does not know what to do. Yep, I've definitely crashed the game. And I was just about to end. Well, that's rubbish. I shall be right back. Well, quite annoyingly, being back, Transport Fever does not seem to do crash saves anymore. No idea why, so I've got to do all of this again. I'm going to do this really quickly, and then whilst I'm doing this, I'll probably start doing an outro in a few moments, because there really isn't any point you seeing this all over again and me explaining everything all over again. So I'm just going to do this very, very quickly. Might neaten this a little off camera once I'm done, but for the most part, this is what is going to go forward now. That was really annoying. So just going to put these back in roughly where they were. Again, it isn't exactly the same, but it should be close enough. So at least this part is done. One thing to check is, what speed were these? This was before the speed change. Okay, so let me just get that speed change done. And then I'll add in the 10 mile per hour track that I want to peel off. Which we were going to peel off. I think we were peeling off about here, weren't we? Oh, come on. No, don't crash. I've had enough of your crashing. There we go. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to peel both of these off right now. There we go. That's better. Right. And the last bit is going to, of course, be that really annoying part. But we know how to solve it now. all I need to do is have it lifted up way above what it needs to. So let's lift, up and up. And we'll do the same on this side. Lift, keep lifting. In fact, I'm not even going to bother with the second one for now. Do that. Oh, not quite what I meant to do. That's an invisible bridge. That doesn't help. Doesn't help anybody. I suppose it would if you wanted to have a specific kind of bridge. There we go. That's probably the style I want. But that's one. Good. And now all we have to do is use this bit. So I suppose once you get used to it, you know exactly what you're going to do. But yes, unfortunately, it decided no. It no longer. Oh, that's lower. That's a little bit lower than I would want. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Now I've got to figure out where that join is supposed to be. Okay. That's actually roughly at the height. How have I managed to do it this time? So if I go ahead and let's do a split just here. Why are you doing that? What is going on here? Yeah, build anyway, it's fine. Bulldoze anyway. I'm hoping that created the... No. It's a bit lower now. That's really annoying. Okay. I'm going to select you. I'm going to lift you up by 3 meters. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Forget those. Just do it. Yes, no, maybe? Roughly? Nope, that's no good. I'm now going to drop you by 2 meters. So literally I've just lifted it 1 meter. Okay. And now I'm going to try and do from there to, let's say here. There. Give me a ramp equalizer. Doesn't matter. Do not bother with that. Just give me the equalizer. Thank you. I will now try and fix this middle bit. Oh, now what's happened? Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to end this video because things have just gone all sorts of wonky for some completely bizarre reason. I have no idea. I don't know. But, oh, it suddenly started working again. Just as I was saying I'm going to end the video. It's trying to be... It's really trying to wind me up here, isn't it? I want to go the other way. There we go. It is really, really trying to wind me up. No, I want to go the other way. And ramp equalise that section, which is what I was doing. But thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Leave a comment in the comments box below, letting me know what you think. Don't forget to support me on Patreon if you can do so. At www.patreon.com/ECGadget. Your supports would be massively appreciated. I don't know why my was trying to say appreciated and appreciated at the same time, which is not what you want to do. But yes, it would be massively appreciated. It would really, really help me out. And also, you can find me on social media at ECGadgetLP for Instagram. I'm not so sure, given recent developments, so much about Twitter, because I'll say, yes, I am there for now. Not sure how much longer I will be, though. So there is that. But you can find me on Discord, so do go check out my Discord. That is also free for certain parts of it, so you can check that out, and you can have probably much better conversations with a small but growing community. So yes, please do go take a look at that. That is all from me, and I shall see you next time in Transports Fever 2. Okay, what do I want to do here? I want to do that. Build anyway. There we go. That is all from me, and I shall see you in Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series, sometime in the future. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing next. I guess in the next video, the plan is... Oh, that's appalling. Why would you make it look like that? No, 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 no. Sorry, I really need to get this fixed. Yeah, I really need to get this fixed. That's not how you do a bridge. That's why, you stupid thing. What is wrong with you? Yes, next time, I suppose I will be sorting this out. Oh, that's better. I'll be sorting this out with actually getting the... That's much nicer. Actually getting a line running. So we need to do some detailing, we need to fix a few things up, and then we shall have a line running. And I'm not sure whether to run it up to here and do a full loop, or we could start looking at doing something going from Attleborough all the way down to New Romney. So that is another potential line. So make sure you stay tuned for all of that. Thank you very much for watching once again, and I shall see you next time.